Hi Heidi, I just wanted to show you quickly what I was thinking about for launching through the slide deck. It probably won't even take 10 minutes, but just to give you a quick overview here. We would start, obviously, quick introductions, both myself and Monica, moving into the quote from Don Graves, of course, and just trying to emphasize the fact that all writing is revision, and I certainly appreciate that quote. That was a good one. What I figured we'd do is give people, just a moment to talk about these things. What are the challenges that you face in the teaching of writing, and then what challenges do your students face? Maybe 30-second quick turn and talk. Allow them to vent some of their frustrations and concerns, acknowledge some of those frustrations and concerns, but rein it in really quickly. So by about 2 minutes into the presentation, we'd be sliding over here and saying, hey, okay, we know that writing is challenging both for your students and for you as a teacher, but what do we know about high quality writing instruction? Now, for some reason, you won't quite see the animation on this probably the right way. Oh, okay, so I'd go through the whole of all of this quickly, but then once you click, we would really say, okay, we're emphasizing this point about feedback, and that would come through. Then, of course, we could go to this one and say, all right, well, what does happen for our kids as writers? And it would start blank, and then we'd say, okay, well, they say I liked it, it was good, it was funny, or I don't know, and said every kid ever, and we could kind of just talk through that. This slide would only take a very few seconds to go through, and then say, okay, well, one thing we've been thinking about, among a lot of other things with the research, is looking at this RISE model from Emily Ray, who's a professor at Full Sail University, does media production, things like that. Here's how she talks about it with her students, thinking about the Bloom's taxonomy piece, moving up the scale, etc., etc. Again, not taking terribly long. So what could happen? And so this slide would actually have said a student with scaffolding, support, and motivation appear on the bottom. We say, so what might it look like then? Well, I enjoyed how you did this. I wonder if you might do this. Your claim may be stronger if more details could help me do such and such. How can we do that? Well, lo and behold, boom, writable. And tell a little bit about writable, all the different pieces here, and then if it made sense, we could jump out and do a live demo, or we could even record or take 1 minute of one of the screencasts that you all have done just to show what the interface looks like. I think the less clicking out, the better. So probably if we did have a 1 minute video that we can embed, I think that would be great. We then come to the student who talks for, I think it was only about 30 seconds or so, but that was good. Definitely want to check the volume levels and all that kind of stuff to make sure they work. Then we came here. So this slide would actually start with, just available this fall in collections, writable with HMH collections. And then after clicking, then we'd say, or writable on its own. So just to kind of emphasize that point that it would be available to standalone. I know you're going to put the links in here. I don't know if it makes sense to put a writable.com somewhere here or somewhere on the final slide. It seems like it might, but I wasn't quite sure what your agreement was with HMH. And there you go. We've whipped through it with 10 minutes tops, leaves a few minutes for Q&A. Certainly could have links for the live demo to click out after that if we do have the time and space and ability to share more. So hope that makes sense. I'll share this slide deck with you through Dropbox and share this video, hopefully as an unlisted one on YouTube. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.